fever has come to upstate New York, and there's a look at Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good AFC matchup in store between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Buffalo Bills. Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he's a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
From the 38, Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now Hall to start the drive. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback, and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes that's a danger putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Allen. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you, and that may have been what happened there.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on it. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. Yes, it's the first half, but we'll see if that stuff there on 3rd and 1 comes back to haunt him.
I hope you don't mind, but it's not going to stop me from putting a check mark next to this play. Let's look back as this game progresses and see if this is one of the key plays in the game, even though it occurred early.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Here's Hall again. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. So now on 4th down, Sam Martin on to punt for Buffalo. DeAndre Carter back deep. Fielded just inside the 30. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 41 yards rushing for him already. A terrific first quarter here to begin the playoffs. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off. And
he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play. Holding them to no gain.
He's going to let it go end zone for Allen. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. Blankenship's kick is good. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Play action. Now it's Allen. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. In motion comes the tight end left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. From the 30 on 2nd down, Herbert. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to have it here at their own consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Here's Allen. This pass out wide to Hall. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. The offense on third down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Throwing now is Allen. He'll find Diggs once more on the completion. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Diggs going in motion right. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Tap forward by Allen on the jet sweep. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. So the shotgun snap to Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. Back to the ground with Hall. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. A nice run right there. And we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of. And here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year. And look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed when you turn pressure up in the postseason. So let's see how he handles things early.
From the 22, Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Snap comes and 1, and it's Allen. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So on 4th down, out is Tyler Bass in the Buffalo field goal unit. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills are going to tie the game at 3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On first down, it's Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Third and long, it's Herbert. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs the year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Allen going to throw. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. To the air, Allen. Open man, it's Preston Williams. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Allen off the play fake. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
On second down, a run with Hall. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. The Chargers trot out their dime package, expecting a throw on third down. To throw, it's Allen. Looking for his man on the out route, and he's got Diggs. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Paul on a give up the middle. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. On play action, Allen. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Khalil Mack from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Oh, that's a big let off there on 3rd down because you've got to account for the running back coming out of the backfield. They didn't, and they got burned, not just for a first down, but for big yardage as well.
Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
The full start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Herbert.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Gerald Everett, 32 yards.
And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead is now 10-3.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And fortunately, the Bills jump on it and get it back.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Give to Hall running right. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs.
Down inside the 10.
Touchdown Bills. Stephon Diggs. 41 yards.
And the Bills are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the third quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, zero, nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Herbert now. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion forced there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for L.A. That's taken on the 25. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And it's all on the line now, all even in this wild card matchup. Maybe their most important drive of the season coming up right now here, 1st and 10. Joey Bosa in on the stop. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best run.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
Looking to throw. Allen rolling to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. On the return, Carter.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and that will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Herbert. And that's into the hands of Eckler.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Herbert. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 23. 23 yards the pickup there. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Eckler now between the tackles. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Once more, here's Eckler. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 89 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Up the middle with Eckler. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Rolling to his right. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired, while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
The ball placed just outside of the end zone as they come up again on another 3rd and goal. Try to punch it in with Eckler. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. They'll run for it with Eckler. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. The run on 4th and goal from the 4 is stopped short. And the Bills' goal line stand is going to get him the football back. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. This game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Ball again on 2nd down. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Well, that sets up a big 3rd down. Now the decision has to be, do you run it here and play for OT? or do you go ahead and press it downfield?
On third down, here's Hall. And he'll be stopped after a very short gain, and now you're looking at fourth down.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off.
There are times to run that fake, and there are times to not run it, and this, without question, would fall in the latter category.
Well, I don't know about without question, partner. I think we should look at the analytics on this one because, oh, yeah, the analytics say, yeah, without question. You should have gone ahead and punted the football because now, not only did you not get it, and you really had no chance to, what a short field that you turned the ball over to the other offense.
Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. It's Eckler again. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. And his kick here is good.
So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
After the made field goal, here's Blankenship again.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Now Allen. This pass out wide to Hall. Finding space at the 40.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
He's going to let it fly. He's got a man, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.